Been fans. I already got 3 in here. I already got 3 of you guys in here. What's up, Ray, Dog Breath, and Daniel? What is up to you and Sportscaster? I'm live streaming for a little bit today. I thought I would. I'm going to the game tomorrow, so I'm not going to be live streaming the game tomorrow. But I thought, why not live stream a little bit today and see what you guys think? What's up, Nick? What's up, Jess? What's up, Angel? What's up, Gary? Yeah, if you notice that it looks completely different, I bought this new light, and I think it's a little too overpowered. I need to finagle. That's why I'm a little late with the live stream. I need to finagle my lighting system a little bit because it looks a little too harsh because you don't really see this lit up too much. I got to work with it and do more lighting situation. I might position it differently in the room and maybe put a different filter on the light. It's a little too harsh right now. Let me know what you guys think. But let me get back to saying hi to everyone. What's up, Little Jay? What's up, Lee Price? Shake Money in the house. It's because of Shake Money that me and Chris, aka the Entertainer, did that collab on Friday. Be sure you guys go check out that collab yesterday. What's up, Vic? How you doing, bud? What's up, bud? Good to see you. Good to see you, Vic. Red, what is up with the new logo? Anthony, what is up? Dang, Chase Young. What happened with Chase Young? Powerhouse in the house. What's up? That light ain't too bad. I don't like how I look great, and don't get me wrong, the camera looks great because I have it on a lot lower ISO, but it's too harsh. I want this to pop a little bit more. I'm gonna work on it. It's a work in progress, but I bought a new light, so it probably looks a little bit more crisp. Bright light. What's up, Chris? Kevin, the Christmas decorations look nice. Thank you, Jess. Gretel, what is up, Gretel? Did you hear about Chase Young? That's what Google is for. Let's talk about Chase Young. I'm just going to type in Chase Young. Chase Young plans to return to Ohio State amid 2020 draft buzz. Wow. Chase Young is planning to return to Ohio State amid 2020 draft buzz. Ohio State defensive end Chase Young is considered a lock to be a top 5 pick in the April's NFL draft. However, it doesn't appear the Heisman finalist has given playing on Sunday much thought yet. Young briefly spoke to TMZ Sports on Friday, saying his plan is to return to Ohio State for his senior year. Young compiled 44 tackles, 21 for losses, 16 and a half sacks, and 7 forced fumbles on his way to winning the 2019 Chuck Bednarik Award for the nation's top defensive player. Wow. Wow. Now, guys, you see why it doesn't matter where you pick. It matters who you pick, because that is huge. I might change the title of this video. That's absolutely huge that Chase Young is now going back to college. Let's beat the Giants. I have a $50 bet on this game. Shake Money with a $5 donation already. There's only 42 people in here. There's only 11 likes, and you already, Shake Money, dropping a donation. Thank you so much, bud. What did you say? That was a great episode. It really made my day. Well, that's thanks to you, bud. That's really thanks to you. What's up, Dog Breather? Say hey to you, bud. If Young doesn't come out, we may be forced to take a quarterback we don't want. Kevin, if Young doesn't come out, I take a tackle or that corner. I'm gonna do mock drafts, guys. Trust me, I'm gonna do mock drafts. What's up, Roadrunner? But it's gonna look at my beard. I need to maintain my beard. It's just all over the place. I don't feel like doing mock drafts now is like pertinent, if that makes any sense. I'm going to do mock drafts when the season's over. You're going to get so many mock drafts from me. You're going to be like, Doug, stop doing mock drafts. Stop it. But the fact that Chase Young is saying that he's going to stay for the 2020 season, going to put a huge monkey wrench in a lot of people's draft plans. This game Sunday, like the Entertainer said in yesterday's video, go back and watch yesterday's video. He said, "This is Chase Young Bowl." My hand. It's the Chase Young Bowl. Now it's not the Chase Young Bowl because Chase Young decided he doesn't want to come out. Young not coming out. Yeah, just read it. That's what he said. Hit that like button. Yes, Vic. Be sure to hit that like button. 46 in here, 22 likes. Be sure to hit that like button. Why did we let Mika go? Because Mika Gretel did not want to be on the team anymore. You don't want to be on the team anymore. You don't want to play. You don't want to do what the coach says. Vaya con Dios. It's a new regime. We're not going to hold on to divas. We're not going to hold on to inflated contracts. We're not doing these things anymore. Looking forward for live tomorrow. Yes, I will be live for a little bit. I'm going to live stream on the way to the game. I'll live stream a little bit in the parking lot. If some of you guys are going to the game tomorrow, be sure to come over, say hi to me and my dad. I'll live stream with you guys. What else are you guys saying? Doug was good. What's up, Max? I can't do my beard that long. I have to keep it short and trim. Feels better. Yeah, I don't know. I might trim it soon. It's getting a little crazy, a little too crazy. Do you think Tua will stay too? Powerhouse? I don't know. It's a good question. That's why we don't know. The whole premise that the Dolphins were tanking for one player was stupid. Now, I get why a lot of people would think Tua, like the Dolphins were tanking, because look at what they did. But there's two different perspectives on what the Dolphins did, right? A lot of people think, oh, the Dolphins got rid of all their talent. The Dolphins got rid of all these players. The Dolphins are purposely tanking in the front office because you can't tank with the players and the coaches. But they're purposely tanking because they want that number one overall pick, because they want Tua Tagovailoa. That was the story coming out of the preseason. And yeah, essentially the preseason, because all of a sudden they started getting rid of talent. But that necessarily doesn't mean that they were tanking. What they were doing is they were trimming the fat. They were tearing it down. They were getting rid of players. But they also wanted to build up a future for this team. They wanted to get draft picks and cap capital. But Mika Fitzpatrick, Laramie Tunsil were never going to be traded. But the Laramie Tunsil situation is you offer 2 first-round picks. It's hard to say no. And Mika was being a huge baby. I will stick with my opinion on that Mika Fitzpatrick played 3 positions in college. Mika Fitzpatrick came out in the draft, literally had a microphone put in front of his face and said, "Hey, Mika Fitzpatrick, what position are you going to play with the Dolphins?" And he was like, "Oh, whatever they want me to do. I'm just here to play and help my team win." But then when the Miami Dolphins want you to play what they want you to play, you start crying that that's not your position. And then we're like, all right, fine, we'll let you play safety. But it was too late because the baby wet his diaper and we had to change it. So he was gone. Looking forward to talk to my insider now. Wow. Yeah. Roadrunner, I'm looking forward to that email. Hey, the question, Josie. You hear about the rumor on Rosen wanting Lamar Jackson, and we chose Fitzpatrick last year. Therefore, our first pick seems to be leaning towards a quarterback. Now, Josie, that rumor, and I've heard that rumor forever, that Stephen Ross wanted Lamar Jackson, is false. I have someone, well, there's a lot of people who are inside the organization that said that that's not true, that Stephen Ross wanted Lamar Jackson and that no one else wanted him, and he was banging the table. He was upset. It wasn't true. It's a false story that was pushed because the Dolphins needed a quarterback, and everyone's like, well, look how good he's doing now. Dolphins could have had him, blah, blah, blah. The other thing is about Lamar Jackson, right? Lamar Jackson's dynamic. Lamar Jackson is Michael Vick 2.0, maybe better. But the thing is, too, if Lamar Jackson gets injured, like if he hurts one of his knees or something, I think he's going to go on a downward slope like RG3 did. 32 teams passed on Lamar Jackson. 32 teams passed on Lamar Jackson. But no one wants to talk about that. All they want to talk about is the certain teams, preferably the Miami Dolphins, passing on Lamar Jackson. They don't want to talk about the fact that 32 teams passed on Lamar Jackson. The Baltimore Ravens passed on Lamar Jackson. They traded back to get Lamar Jackson. So while, what's up, Shell? That 32 teams passed on Lamar Jackson, but everyone wants to focus on the Dolphins. What could have been with the Dolphins? Why didn't the Dolphins go after Lamar Jackson? Blah, 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 blah. Stupid. Hey, Doug, first time on the live chat. What is up? How you doing, bud? No, Lakeisha Smith, not a bud. What is up? How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. I'm hoping you're subscribed. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and give this video a thumbs up. We got 75 in here. We only got 30 likes. What's going on? Who's the CFL guy? He is, I have it written down. I keep all my notes for everything, so I can go back. So if people say like, "Oh, you said this," I can go back and say, "No, he didn't." Um, Let me see if I can find him. I know I wrote it down. He's a defensive lineman. I don't have it. Guys, help me out. They always talk about the Dolphins, but not in a good way. Yeah. Hey, Doug, did you pick up Jenkins for the rest of the season? Do you pick up Jenkins for? I don't know, Max. I don't know. It depends on how much his contract that the Giants are still paying, but I don't know. It's a good question. From the Bahamas. Nice. How is it down there? What's up, Enzo? How you doing, bud? I came only like it once. God, what? What are you saying, Chris? What's the talk about Chase Young staying for his senior year? Yeah, that's the story. He told TMZ Sports. Chase Young said he's going to return for his senior year. You think Rosen is staying / starting next year? Dominic, I don't know. We can never predict what this organization is going to do, especially now. Doug, see my Chase Young comment. What did you say, Vic? What did you say, Vic? Welcome, Lakeisha. Doug, do you think Chase Young is lying? It would hurt his credibility. How does it work for the draft? I don't think he's lying. But the other thing is, too, let me reread this, fellas and ladies that are in here. Let me reread this. All right. Chase Young says plan is to return to Ohio State amid 2020 draft buzz, right? That's what this article is saying, the Bleacher Report. And then it reads, Ohio State defensive end Chase Young is considered a lock to be a top 5 pick in the NFL draft. However, it doesn't appear, got to take out the nuances, got to focus on certain words, appear that the Heisman finalist has given playing on Sunday much thought yet. Young briefly spoke with TMZ Sports, which TMZ, saying his plan is to return to Ohio State for his senior year. So that's his plan, right? And he's thinking about it. We'll see what actually happens. I don't know. I don't think he's lying. I think he was doing something. I think TMZ ran up to him, put a camera in his face, said, hey, you gonna declare for the draft? And he was like, I don't know. I think I just want to stay and get a championship, maybe 1 or 2, and just stay with my team for 1 more year. So I don't know. We'll see. But if he does come out, I don't see how that's a bad thing. How do players declare early for the draft? Early. They just, I don't know. I don't know how that works. A lot of players don't declare until after the bowl games. Yeah, wonder if Mac Hollins will see action tomorrow. Did we sign Greta? I don't know if we signed him. We've been. Let me see. Let's see. Hey, you guys ever have one of those days where like you're trying to get things done, right? And like while you're trying to get things done, everything that could possibly go wrong goes wrong, and you just want to break something. That was my day all day today. Let me give you guys an insight on my day today. I woke up, I went and picked up my light because it was supposed to be delivered 2 days ago, but postal service is hard. And I setting the light up, it was a nightmare. I wanted to jump out the window. And then doing little things like cords were getting stuck on things while I'm trying to do things, and I'm tripping over things and all these. And I just, if you guys didn't notice 5 minutes there, I just banged my elbow on my desk. I wanted to flip the desk over. But I keep this demeanor. I keep this calm demeanor for you guys, but I just wanted to flip my desk over. little behind the scenes on DDW's channel. Just a little behind the scenes. I want to let you guys in on my life a little bit, just a little bit. But it says Miami Dolphins schedule workout with Canadian Football League most outstanding defensive player Willie Jefferson. Willie Jefferson. I don't think it was actually done deal yet, but they're scheduling a workout with Willie Jefferson. Yeah, Gary, sounds like life. Ben, you got here and everything got better. Yes, 100%. Except for when I just banged my elbow. Wanted to hit myself in the head with the microphone. Brady with new O-line won't last. Fin system's starting to reflect the Patriots a little. Younger, hungry talent, future looking good. Yeah, JC. It's a little now. I said this. You miss Kiko Alonso? Beagle's doing way better. MSR me, Doug. What do you want me to do, Alex? Do you want me to like? I don't think you meant ASMR me, but hey, you got a little ASMR. Hit that thumbs up. My channel is it's like a chameleon. I do a ton of different things. I do a ton of different things. Mac Hollins. Let me look it up. I don't think they did. If they did, oh no, yeah, they signed Mac Hollins. I think a while ago, like I think a week or two ago. I mean, we're good at wide receiver as is, but was just curious. It all depends on totally ASMR. Well, there you go, Alex. It all depends on what Kika, what Devontae Parker and Albert Wilson, if they're healthy to go Sunday. Because if not, we are very thin. Alan Hearns, Isaiah Ford, and then we need some of the guys we picked up to play. So it all depends on what Parker and what Albert Wilson is doing. Speaking of Parker, I want to get a live like comment from you guy. What is that? Dougie Fresh, if Chase Young stays for his senior year, who should Dolphins take the number 4 pick? Michael, they might not even be at the number 4 pick, so I can't really answer that. But what is your guys' take on Devontae Parker's new contract? What is your guys' take on it? With Parker Williams coming back, do you see wide receiver really being a need in this year's draft? Yeah, because I don't know if they're going to keep Albert Wilson. I'm not saying it's a definite, but you got to put that into consideration that he's getting, I think, $11 million next year. I don't know if they're going to keep him. I'm getting a lot of love the contract. Doug, what do you think Finns will trade their picks, move down since Chase Young is staying? It all depends. This is why, like, you, as an organization, well deserved, good contract. Parker, all good for both. Yeah, 100%. If you guys don't know, I put a video out yesterday talking about Devontae Parker being re-signed to a 4-year extension. You go check that out. I break down the contract, talk about how it's only like 2 years, and after 2021, they can cut him with no dead cap. Dolphins are doing smart things with these contract now. Look at Jakeem Grant and cut him next year with no cap casualty. They're same thing with Eric Rowe. Like they're signing these guys to good contracts to still prove it. But then if they don't prove it in the following year, let them go. So before we contract, Parker will ball out because Adam Gase isn't there. 100%, Travis. 100%. 100%, Travis. Alex Jeffrey with a $5 donation. My heart. Alex Jeffrey. I'm so glad Parker got extended. I bought his jersey draft day 1. Also, thanks for being so pleasant to watch. Am I pleasant to watch, Alex, though? Look at this monstrosity on my face. This side, right? This side of my beard swoops this way, right? This side of my beard is nice and flat, straight. I have a two-faced beard. I hate it. But thank you for the kind words. And yeah, I'm glad they re-signed Parker. What's up, Rip? How you doing, bud? Who buys jerseys anymore? I do. I've been trying to get my custom made DDW jersey, so when I go to the games, you guys know it'll be me. Do I need to like? I'm not gonna wear a hat tomorrow, but I feel like you should know it's me. I'm ugly, right? So you should be like, wow, that Dolphin fan is butt ugly. Oh, that's DouglieDoWrong. Like you guys should know it's me, right? Look at that big ugly man. Oh, I know who that is. You think Joe is a one-hit wonder? Joe who? Don't say mama. Don't say mama. It would be hilarious, Travis, if you did say mama, but don't get me like that. Just show us your good side. But then I can't read the chat if I just show you my good side. This is the good side. See how nice this side is? And then it's like, ah! I'll move my computer over on this side. Joe Burrow. Travis, I thought you were setting me up, dude. I thought you were setting me up. I thought you were going to be like Joe Mama. I don't know. That's a good question, Travis. That is a good. What's up, EM Dolphin? EM Dolphin in the house. Travis, that is a very good question because Joe Burrow last year was not good. He was a very average quarterback, and then he has one good year. It's not even like a good year. It's like one like elite, top notch year. So I don't know. I just I don't know. It scares me. It scares me. The fact that he has one good year. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Doug, do you think Parker still balls out after you're getting paid? Yeah, I do. Serious question. Do you go by Doug or Dougley? I go by Doug. My actual name is Doug. I'll give you guys for you new subscribers. I'll give you guys a little insight on where my name came from. All right, little fun. Here's a little quick story, a DouglieDoWrong story. I like to throw these out at you. Um, my channel initially, if you go all the way back and watch some of the original videos, this channel initially was I have a degree in media. So it was skits and reactions and stuff like that. And the name of the channel was From 6 to Midnight. If you don't get the reference, you should get the reference. My channel's name was From 6 to Midnight, right? Then I changed it because my name is Doug. What's up, Mark? And my friend wanted to call me ugly, but he said Dougley. Doug Ugly. He called me Dougley. And I know what's up, Chris? I know Dudley do right. And I was like, Dougley do wrong because I'm ugly. And, and then all of a sudden, boom, that's where the name came from. What's up, Will? So Dougley do wrong. And then I still stuck with making skits and reaction videos and storytelling, all that stuff, which is like, if you go all the way to the beginning of the channel, it's there. And then I made the Dolphin channel because no one talks about the Dolphins, especially in the media. And I was like, screw that. I'm going to start this channel and I'm going to talk about my love. And it just took off. It blew up. We broke 8,000 subs. I'm on my road to 10K. I got all this great stuff from you guys. And now this is my life. This is my life. This is my life right here. You guys, this channel is my life. I do have a full-time job though. So that's why sometimes I don't go live as much or I don't give you the news as soon as it breaks. So be sure to follow me on Twitter. But when I get home at 5 o'clock, I make you guys videos. This is my life. I want this to be my full-time job. 100% I want this to be my full-time job. So I can like the games, go to away games, meet you guys, do all that stuff. So there you go. There's a story about this channel and Doug. I did not know that. Good story. Thank you, Vic. Let's go, Doug. Have a blessed day. I'm hyped tomorrow. Another win. Yes, Dennis. 100%. You have a blessed day too, bud. Bill Clinton says Teddy Bridgewater is going to be the Dolphins quarterback next year. Depends on how much he wants. Did you hear about the tragedy in Bayonne about the cab driver? Yeah, well, I did. There was also a shooting in Jersey City, which is the town over from my town of Bayonne. There's a shooting that ended in a bodega, and it was like people anti-Semitic stuff. It was horrible, absolutely horrible. It was like 10, 20 blocks away from me. Your origin 30 seconds. Love it. I know you guys want to talk about Dolphins. You guys don't want to hear my life story. So I try to like speed that crap up. I am starting another channel. So I have the Bit Boys, which is a gaming channel with my two buds. I'm also going to start another channel, which is DouglieDoWrong Studios, where I can put my skits up, my short movies, my reactions, my storytelling stuff. I'm going to put on there. Shake money. Stop giving me money. Shout out to EM Dolphin fan. I love his opinion. EM is amazing. Bill Clinton, I like Derek Brown, but I'd rather address the nose tackle position of free agency, Michael Pierce. EM, so do you think Christian Wilkins is more of like a D end in the 3-4 system? Yeah, it was sad. Finn's logo, 100% was. Drawers, hot garbage. We're going Rose in 2020. Bold prediction: Dolphins don't draft a quarterback in the first round. Jordan Love in the second. I don't know what the Dolphins are doing. I don't think anyone knows what the Dolphins are doing. And if you say you know what the Dolphins are doing, I can't. How do you know? Do you work for the Dolphins? If you work for the Dolphins, show them my stuff. I'd love to work for the Dolphins. Put Bobby back at nickel. That's a good possibility with Eric Rowe being successful at safety. Shake Morty more like broke money soon. I think we trade for Jedrick Willis. I think Anthony Thomas to Miami is smart for y'all. Yeah, I think if things pan out and certain players don't come out, because that's the other thing. This is why I haven't done a mock draft, is because look at we don't know who's coming out. I'd go offensive line or that corner. I can never pronounce his last name. Let's just sign every free agent in the class with our 900 million in cap room. They have to fit the scheme too. I know a lot of us want to play Madden in real life and want us to. Thank you, Akuda. Is that how you say his name? Akuda. Um, but they have to fit the scheme. You're not going to sign a 4-3 defensive end to play 3-4 defensive end. You know what I'm saying? They got to fit the scheme. We should get Tom Brady agency. I love how I love how you instantly put JK. Jeffrey Okuda. I go, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we're sitting at 4, I'd probably take Jeffrey Okuda at 4. Have him opposite of Xavier Howard. But that depends if we go after Byron Jones. If you go after Byron Jones, we don't need another corner, if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? That's why it all predicates on who comes out of the draft, where we're picking, and what we do in free agency. See what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how you say it. Okuda. Thank you. Yeah, I hear you, EM Dolphin fan, but Derek Brown changes our defense. Flores loves the nickel. With him and Wilkins in the middle, it makes it better for Jerome Baker. Very good assessment. Very good assessment. Bill Clinton. Okuda were good player. Put Bobby back at nickel and draft Ohio State corner and get 2 linemen in the first. Trevor Lawrence 2021. There might be a lot of quarterbacks 2021 draft that the Dolphins could have their pick at. We got 2 first-round picks, fellas. Who's the other one we got? We got the Texans. What if the Texans fall flat on their face? What if this was their first shot at getting that number 1 overall, getting in the playoffs, and getting to Super Bowl? They put all their money in the bank, right? And all of a sudden they don't make it, and then all of a sudden next year, Texans suck, and they have a top 5 pick. Never know. You never know. Nick Needham, yeah, I like Nick Needham, EM Dolphin. He's doing his thing like a chicken wing, and he's undrafted. So, but it's always good to have 3 corners. It's always good to have depth. Yeah, man, with Christian Wilkins, Derek Brown controlling the middle. Where's my doorbell ringing? This is my life, people. This is my life. Just ringing doorbells. And it wasn't even for me. Let me give you another fun DouglieDoWrong story. I live in an apartment building. My doorbell rings, and 90% of the time, it's not for me. It's for another apartment. Today is, yeah. Doug, are you hearing the chatter about us possibly selecting Jordan Love as plan B quarterback option at the quarterback? No, I haven't. But that's interesting. I haven't looked at any of the prospects. You guys know I do my prospects videos. I think like I do it 2 months before the draft starts. I think I do it after the combine. Prospects videos. A lot of you guys help me out. A lot of you guys decide which video I should do first. Prospects, whether it be quarterback, tight end, defensive end, corner, linebacker, all that stuff. And then you guys also help me out by saying, hey, check out these guys, check out that guy. And I take a consensus and I check them out. So no, I haven't, but I will. So everyone forgot we still have Tankersley. Have we ever seen Tankersley? We haven't seen Tankersley really. And that's a problem. If you can't be healthy, you can't get on the field. Bridgewater wants too much money. Yeah, but I don't know if he'll get that money. Dolphins 2021, another cornerback on that defense. What about Delpit, LSU corner? I'm hearing he's good too, Bill. I'm hearing he's good too. I love getting Jordan Love because I think that if he's given the Patrick Mahomes treatment, he could be really good. What, a year behind Fitz again? We need a lot of things. I don't even want Brady. No. I made a video about that too. When did I talk about that? Talk about that in yesterday's preview video. Be sure to go back and check out my videos yesterday. I made 2 videos yesterday. One was the collab with the Entertainer, super cool Giants YouTuber, and the other one was about the Devontae Parker contract. That happened while I was leaving work. Got 101 in here, and I don't even have 50 likes. Be sure to hit that like button. Just so you guys know, when you hit the like button, it like puts it out there so people will start to see like it. YouTube is a fickle thing, and YouTube has rules and credentials and all this stuff. So when you hit the like button, it puts the live stream out there. Yep, year behind / Rosen. We'll see how that works. We'll see how that works. Again, we don't know what the Dolphins have planned. I don't think we ever know what the Dolphins have planned because we thought they were going one route, they went another. They keep doing it to us. So Like I thought honestly Rosen would be starting by now, but he's not. So I have no idea. At this point, what I do is I make an educated guess and I sit back and I buckle in and I see where this ride takes me. That's all I can do because I have no idea what the Miami Dolphins are doing. I trust them because if this head coach can get 3 wins with this team, I trust them, man. I really do. Hurst is our guy. I don't know. I don't like Hurst's arm that much. He's super athletic, but I don't know. You good? I already liked it with 2 of my accounts. Well, thank you, gaming. I appreciate that. I also heard Stephen Ross wants a QB, but I don't know. Yeah, this team needs a quarterback. Now, is Josh Rosen the quarterback? I don't know, but the fact that he is taking so long to get up to the speed of the game, and because there's a huge, let's talk about Josh Rosen versus Ryan Fitzpatrick, right? And it's the same thing with Daniel Jones versus Eli Manning, being that we have this game coming up. Josh Rosen, the game is too fast for him. Now, a lot of people can say, well, he had a crap offensive line. His wide receivers were dropping the ball. A lot of things, right? The quarterback, it's with the quarterback and the wide receivers and the quarterback and the offensive line, it's a yin and yang situation, right? Now, obviously, if a quarterback throws the ball to a wide receiver and a wide receiver drops the ball, that's on the wide receiver, but it also depends on the ball placement, right? Like, look at the play that I think it was Allen Hurns almost gave Allen Hurns a concussion. It was a bad throw. He led him into contact. With elite quarterbacks, you can put the ball where the receiver and only the receiver can catch it, and it makes it easier for them to catch it. Because if you guys noticed, right, Devontae Parker was playing with Josh Rosen and didn't have great numbers. All of a sudden, Fitz comes in, and Devontae Parker's killing it, just jumping up and grabbing that ball, right? Then there's also the mentality of the offensive line, right? Well, Josh Rosen's playing behind a crap offensive line, but so is Fitz. The difference is, and you saw it in the Redskins game, right? Rosen he's a step behind, right? So he's looking at the defense, he's looking at the coverage, he's looking at his protection, and he's just running with it. Even with his throws on his out routes, they're so late that sometimes they'll get picked off. So you saw it with the Redskins game, right? The first half of the Redskins game, even the first 2.5 quarters of the Redskins game, he was getting destroyed. All of a sudden, Ryan Fitzpatrick comes in and he starts directing protection. He starts moving in the pocket. He starts doing his thing, and he starts to produce. And then a lot of people will say, well, that was towards the end of the Redskins game, and the Redskins already packed it away, which is stupid. There's no way of being up how little they were that you would start to just pack it away. That's a stupid thing to say. But you see it now as the season goes on. Fitz is shifting protections. Fitz is reading the defenses, and Fitz is making throws. So, you see the difference between a good quarterback and an elite quarterback. Not saying Fitz is an elite quarterback, but you see the difference between Rosen and Fitz. Just imagine if we had that elite quarterback. I'm not comparing Rosen to Aaron Rodgers. Remember, Aaron Rodgers sat 3 years on the bench. I think this would have cut him if he really sucked, like how people think how well he does. No, they wouldn't have cut him because they're paying nothing for him and they need a backup quarterback. Again, we don't know. Dolphins might next year keep Fitz, and then all of a sudden, if they have a chance to trade Rosen for a third, say, and then get 2 more quarterbacks, they might jump on that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We don't know what the Dolphins are doing. Let's see what Gretel says. Why do we pick up Rosen to begin with? Couldn't they anticipate his slow blank from the jump? They picked him up because it was a cheap option. They picked him up also because they made a move. If the Dolphins weren't able to trade with the Saints and pick up more picks, they wouldn't have done it. But they thought to themselves, this guy in 2018 was a first overall pick. And then the prospects, he was ranked a first overall pick. We got him with a late second. Why not? And then we have him for 2-3 years for no money. That's why they did it. Would I have done it? And if you guys remember, Go back and watch the video of the Dolphins making the trade and the trade talks happening with the Dolphins going after Rosen. I did not want it to happen. I was at, and I didn't want it to happen. I got a lot of flack from a lot of people, but I was like, I don't want Rosen. I don't want Rosen. I don't want Rosen. And then we got Rosen. And I was like, ugh. And then I looked at him. I'm like, all right, I'm going to give the guy a chance. But I didn't want him. I didn't want him from jump. I did not want Rosen from jump. Maybe do an RG3 cousin situation, draft 2 quarterbacks. We have too many holes, JC, to be putting too much into one position. Unless it's like offensive line, then I draft 9 offensive linemen. It's all good, Shake Money. I could decipher because I know what it's like to be in a live stream, and a lot of you guys want to get it out there quick. I might miss it if it keeps moving. So I could decipher things. Chase Young is staying. He is going to stay at Ohio State next year, FML. Yeah. That's what he said to TMZ Sports. That Chase Young he's staying for 1 more year. You guys are it's gonna be I hope it's just a better game than it was against the Jets. That game was a weird bad snap away from winning. Teddy Bridgewater. Doug, what do you think about Isaiah Simons? I don't know. I'm hearing good things about him, but again, I haven't really done my prospects. I haven't really broken down things. What's up, Zach? How you doing, bud? Doesn't want to be a Giant. What is Kiss the Fin saying? Fitz sucks so bad, we put Rosen in. Then Rosen sucks so bad, we put Fitz in. But put Fitz back in. Now let's hate on Rosen. I'm not hating on Rosen. Kiss the Fin. It's the truth. It's taken him. What's up, Todd? It's just taken him a hot minute to get to the catch up to the speed of the NFL. Doug, do you really think they will part ways with Tom Brady? Miles, I don't think they're going to cut Brady. I think Tom Brady's going to retire. What's up, Eric? That's what I think is going to happen. I don't think he's. Let's break down some stats, fellas. Let's break down some stats. And I typed something in, and it just didn't want to work. See what I'm talking about? Do you guys see what I'm talking about? I just typed in Brady stats because I just can't. I can't deal with typing with one hand right now. All right, so look at this. Let's look at this season with Tom Brady because I think that this might be his final season, especially last week with his elbow all wrapped up in ice and everything, and it was his right arm too, right? So week 1 against the Pittsburgh Steelers, you think Tom Brady's back to being Tom Brady, 24 for 36, 341 yards, 66 completion, even against the Dolphins. Everyone looked great against the Dolphins, and then against the New York Jets. So first 3 weeks, man looked absolutely fantastical. Threw for over 300 yards, 200 yards against us. Completion percentage. His rating was over 100. All 3 games, right? All 3 games. Then it goes to Buffalo. They win, but the man goes 18 for 39, completes 46% of his passes, only 150 yards passing, and he throws an interception. He had a rating of 45.9. Then he goes to Washington and completely beats on them. But hey, it's the Washington Redskins, right? Faces the Giants. Do great with the Giants. Throws an interception, no touchdowns, 88.9 passer rating, right? Then faces the Jets again, 80.7 passer rating, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not great. Faces Cleveland. Does a little bit better. Baltimore. He 1 for touchdown, 1 interception, 80. Then against Philly, he has a 67.3 passer rating. Dallas, he has a 70.8 passer rating. Then Houston, he has an 85.9. And then last week against the Chiefs, he has a 63.3 passer rating. Slow decline on Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady's Tom Brady and the Patriots are the Patriots, and they might pull something out of their butt. They're playing the Bengals this week. He's probably going to completely destroy the Bengals. But to just look at this, the man's what, 42? How old is this old fart? I think he's 42. 42. retire. Tom Brady, retire. That's what I think is going to happen. I think he's going to retire. I think he's done. Will Bill Belichick retire with him? I don't know, but I think he should retire. All right, what do you guys talk about? How so built all major needs? What do you guys talk about? Mark McCormick, that would be a bad draft. Doug, would you like to see Okudah, Baidaz, and Humphrey in the first round? I don't know. I don't know if I'd like that, to be honest with you. I don't think he will. He will shell. What do you guys? Hope Brady doesn't become a broadcaster. I'm so sick of this face. As long as he's nothing like Chris Collinsworth. I can't stand Chris Collinsworth. What's up, Ronald? Would you be surprised if Rosen still developing starts next year? Remember, Flores, every time they asked him about Rosen, he says he's improving every practice. Is he lying, though? Is Flores lying? But no, I could see that happening. I really could see that happening. Because what they're doing is they're speeding up practices for him. They're trying to get him situated. Because if you guys remember a while ago, I think it was like week 4 of the NFL season, or maybe week 3 or something. I think when they benched Rosen for Fitz, so I think it was week 5. They talked to Flores and they asked Flores, essentially, what's going on with Rosen? And Flores talked about how he hates that sink or swim mentality. He hates that, throw him in and see if he can do it, because it's stupid to do that. And I feel like that's what he's doing with Rosen. He's trying. He doesn't want to throw him in the fire just yet. He wants to bring him along. I found Gronk terrible as an announcer. What do you think? I haven't heard him, Vic, but I probably don't want to hear him because I'm not a big Gronk fan. He's like a caveman. His name's Gronk. It's the epitome of a caveman. I really love that sweater. And tomorrow's my birthday. Happy birthday, Eric. Hopefully the Giants get a W for you on your birthday, unless you don't want a W. Unless you're one of those guys that want us to get that first overall pick, then happy birthday, and I hope they lose. What's wrong with Chris Collinsworth? I hate him, Jacob. He's so far up the Patriots' butt that when Tom Brady yawns, you can see Chris Collinsworth hair come out of his mouth. And this guy over here, he's biased. I can't stand broadcasters that have a bias. I hate it. Your job, if you're on NBC, Fox, ESPN, NFL Network, if you're on any of these broadcasts, your job is to be unbiased. Your job is to call the game. Your job is to say, oh, this guy's doing bad for this reason. This guy's doing good for this reason. Call it like it is. But you have guys like Chris Collinsworth, who is just so, like Brett Favre, John Madden was so far up Brett Favre's ass. I can't stand it. Now, if you are on the Dolphins network, or you're on like Jets network, or you're a reporter or a news an announcer for the specific team, be as biased as you want. But if you're on a major network, I just can't stand the bias. I hate it. I don't know where we pick in the draft. We got ammo to get any pick. 100% max. No, win on Sunday, but play hard, boys. I've said this before. I am one of the, I want to win, but if we lose, then I start looking at, all right, who needs to win for us to get a better draft position. So I'm not saying this is going to happen. I actually predicted the Dolphins to win, I think 17-14. If the Dolphins do lose on Sunday, we want the Redskins to win, which is a possibility. I think they're playing the Eagles, and we want the Bengals to win, but I really don't see the Bengals beating the Patriots. So, but if the Bengals win their last 2 games, they will knock themselves out of the first overall pick. Al Michaels sucks too. When a deep ball is in the air, it's like, yeah, they need some new guys on the on that Sunday night broadcast. What do you want to see done with the running back position this offseason? Who do we target in the draft / free agency? Brandon asked. I want Austin Eckler. I think we can get him for a decent price. And then I want to draft a guy in the 2nd or 3rd round. That's what I would do. And I would still keep Laird, still keep Gaskins. Balaj, I don't know if I'd keep him. Depends on how much money he's going to have next year. But yeah, Chase. Yeah, I know. That's why I said if the Bengals lose the last two, or win the last two games, they will knock themselves out of the first overall pick because they play the Dolphins and then they play the Browns. So say the Dolphins lose to the Giants, right? That's something in my eye. Say the Dolphins lose to the Giants, and say the Dolphins lose out, and the Bengals win the last two games. I think the Dolphins get the first overall pick. I think that's how that works. I haven't looked at the strength of schedule. What's up, Samuel? So I can't give you 100% clarity if the Dolphins get the first overall pick, but I think that's how it'll work. So for those guys who want it, it's possible. And for those guys who want to win, let's win, baby. 109 in here. I only got 69. Maybe I want to keep it at I was about to say that, Alex. Maybe I want to keep it at 69 likes. Guys, don't hit that like button. Don't get us to 100 likes. Let's keep it at 69. I knew it. See, I knew it. If I told you guys to keep it there, I knew you guys are going to not hit the. I knew you guys were going to hit the like button. But I got 113 here. Let's get this video 100 likes. We're going to be talking. Let's talk some more Giants, Dolphins tomorrow. Chris Collinsworth, John Madden are color commentators. They meant to give opinion if the play-by-play that has it to be in the middle. I get what you're saying, Shake Money. They're color commentators, supposed to be like entertaining and uplifting and all that stuff. I get you. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Vic says, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Show them. Let's get this to 100 likes for Vic, because Vic's my guy. Let's get this the 100 likes for Shake Money. Let's get this 100 likes for all you guys in here. The likes are for you guys. Yo, boy, Greg. Someone's at 69. Yeah, we were at 69 likes, but now I want 100. I want to get 100 likes because you guys are awesome, and I appreciate the heck out of you guys. I'm gonna start crying now. I love you guys. Let's have a run game tomorrow. Roadrunner, from your mouth to God's ears. You want to hear something sad? I want to tell you guys something sad. I talked about this in my preview video. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, go back and check out the preview video. I'm trying to type this quick because I don't like dead air. Dead air. No, Vic, she is a Packers fan. Okay. Just a like. Thank you, Josie. We are 12 away from 100, my guys. So let's check this out, guys. Let's do yards. Where is he? Where is he? Ryan Fitzpatrick. There we go. All right, this is what I want to talk about. The leading rusher on the Miami Dolphins right now. 53 attempts. He has 201 yards, no touchdowns, right? This is the leading rusher on the Miami Dolphins right now. It's Mark Walton. Not even on the team anymore. Good riddance. The second leading rusher on the Miami Dolphins has 186 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, a long of 20 yards, and he has 4.7 yards a carry. This man is 15 yards away from being the leading rusher on the Miami Dolphins. Who can guess who this man is that is 15 yards away from being the leading rusher on the Miami Dolphins? Who can you guys guess who it is? Who's 15 yards away from being the leading rusher on the Miami Dolphins? Yeah, you guys are right. You guys are right. So, yep. It's pouring in. Yep, there it is. Yep. There's another one. Yep, 100% right, guys. This is Miami Dolphin team. Your boy, Greg. This Miami Dolphin team has a quarterback. Now, don't get me wrong, because if we pull up, let's pull up. Let's pull up. It's not Balaj. It's Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's 15 yards away from being the Dolphins' leading rusher. He has 3 touchdowns. Like, are you kidding me right now? But let's do this though, right? Let's do this. Now, the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins is going to be the leading rusher for the team. That's sad. And it's not sad because it's the quarterback, because look at the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens, their Lamar Jackson has 1,100 rushing yards. 1,100 rushing yards. Mark Ingram has 963. Lamar Jackson is the Baltimore Ravens leading rusher. But the fact that Ryan Fitzpatrick is the Miami Dolphins, 15 yards from being the Miami Dolphins leading rusher, is just ridiculous. This running game is horrendous. Horrendous. Like, it's just, you got to be kidding me, right? You got to be kidding me. He's 37. 37-year-old quarterback, a 15-year vet, is going to be the Miami Dolphins leading rusher, because you know that man's going to take off and run for 15 yards against the Giants. You got to be this team, and this is the frustrating part. And this is why the fact that the Dolphins have 3 wins needs to be addressed, and it needs to be talked about. And Flores needs to have the respect, and Flores needs to get the admiration for getting 3 wins out of this team. Because, guys, I'm going to be 100% with you guys, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this, and I'm going to lay it all on the line for you guys, and you're going to get blunt DouglieDoWrong right now. This team sucks. This Miami Dolphin team sucks. It is what it is. The fact that the Bengals and the Giants and the Redskins are ahead of the Dolphins in the draft picks, and the Bengals and the Giants have 1 and 2 wins, the Dolphins have 3, is predicated on a lot of who they've played. But the Dolphins suck. The offensive line sucks. The running backs. K Flexen in the house. What's up, bud? The running backs were bad. Now, Kenyon Drake was a good running back, and I think if he would have stayed with the team, he would have produced more. But your quarterback is about to be your leading rusher, and he's only going to break like 200 something yards. They suck, but they're watchable. Yeah, they fight. They suck, but they fight. That's the thing, and that's what I love about this team is they suck, but like I say this all the time, they get beat up, but they get back up. And then sometimes they win. Sometimes they pull out that win. I do like Patrick Laird too. I am Dolphin. I know Chandler Cox has got a shoulder injury. He's doubtful for tomorrow's game, so we'll see how they're running. And let me kind of explain myself a little bit more about the Dolphins sucking, right? A lot of it is predicated on the fact that we go down. Thank you, K-Flex, and I do appreciate that, bud. I remember on Twitter, if you guys don't know this, first off, follow K-Flexen. 1, be sure to subscribe to his channel. 2, follow him on Twitter. He was talking about that he's going into, I think, his last year of college. And it's such a, congrats on that, bud. I really, it's a great feeling once you go into that last year of college or semester of college. It just feels good. And then when you graduate and you get that diploma, man, oh, you should do a celebration on YouTube for when you get that diploma, dude. Doug, I don't think TD will let you on the panel anymore. Well, no, all of us Dolphin fans, all of us Dolphin YouTubers like K-Flex and TD, Great One, we all know this team sucks. Like, if we ask K-Flexen right now, does this Dolphin team suck? He's not going to say no. He's not going to be like, no, what are you talking about, Doug? This team is great. This team, like K-Flex said, be honest. Does this Dolphin team suck? It does. It does. But a lot of, especially when it comes to running, a lot of it predicates on the fact that we go down by a lot of points in some of the games. Some of the games we go down by like 14, 21 points. And all of a sudden we cannot run the ball at that point because we need to score quick. So then all of a sudden our running scheme goes completely out the window. So, yeah. But next year, I'm telling you, Miami Dolphins are a 3-win team with a practice squad. We awful, but it's almost over. Exactly. There you go. See, um, Brian Flores got 3 wins out of this team. And like K Flexen said, it's almost over. We got 2 more games, and then we could start talking about this is off season. It's going to be a Dolphin off season. NFL, all the networks, everyone's going to be talking about the Dolphins this off season. Brian Flores got 3 wins out of this team. Just imagine when he starts to get his guys in there. Just imagine when we start signing players, drafting players, and he gets his guys in there, start churning it. Don't be surprised if we have a quick turnaround. Now, I'm not saying 12-4, 13-3, winning the division, first round bye. I'm not saying all that stuff, but don't be surprised if next year we go 9-7. Am I making that my prediction? No, because I don't know what the Dolphins are doing. But I also said 3 to 4 wins this year after the Ravens game. I wasn't too far off. So don't be surprised we go 9-7 next year. And then the following year, we go 12-4, 13-3, win the division, first round bye. 40% of the roster's undrafted free agents. 100, yeah, EM. I call this team the practice squad team because we take a lot of. You waive somebody, we'll look at him if we like him and think he could fit the scheme. We'll claim him. Oh, and we'll start looking at practice squads and start stealing people. Right now, what the Dolphins are doing, their season was over 4 or 5 weeks ago. They're just poaching people and seeing if they could steal some talent. Could have easily won a few more. 100% JC. If the Dolphins played like they did against the Philadelphia Eagles, they could have beat the Cowboys and they could have beat the Chargers and they could have beat the Redskins. That's 3 wins. They'd be 6 wins right now with a chance of going 9-7, which is crazy. With this team, with the lack of talent and the lack of star power on this team, could easily be 6 wins right now and easily could beat the Giants and the Bengals and go 8-8, maybe 9-7. Could easily be a 9-7 team right now if things, changed. If we had another 2016 season with the amount of rushing success we had with Ajayi, I see success for sure. 100%. 100%. I actually heard an analysis from cornerbacks say Flores shouldn't win Coach of the Year, but for what he gets out of those players, he should be honorable mention. Yeah, 100%, Bill Burns. He should be nominated. How about that? Nominate him. Would you be mad if we signed Tannehill in the free agency? Team TFG says. First off, thank you for the $2 donation, Team TFG. What's up, Tommy? How you doing, bud? No. I don't know. It'd be like going back. This is the way I see it, right? It's like breaking up with your girlfriend and then getting back with her. You guys broke up for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So why would you come back? It's all good, Bill. Like, you broke up for a reason, so you get back together, and that reason you broke up is still there. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you guys my analysis on Ryan Tannehill real quick, because I get it. I get it. All my social media gets blown up with Ryan Tannehill and how great he's doing with Tennessee and all that stuff. A lot of people want to say that Ryan Tannehill never had a fair shot in Miami. A lot of people want to say that Miami never brought people in, and Miami never put people around Tannehill to help him be successful. I just want to say that that's not true. Ryan Tannehill never competed. What's up, Big J? Never competed for the starting quarterback position. Never. He was handed the job and he was given it for 7 years. The man never was in a competition. And then we brought in Adam Gase to help Ryan Tannehill. We brought in certain people to help Ryan Tannehill. We brought in his head coach from college to help Ryan Tannehill. We signed it Brandon Albert for Ryan Tannehill. We drafted Mike Pouncey for Ryan Tannehill. We brought in wide receivers for Ryan Tannehill. We did all of these things for Ryan Tannehill. Now, Ryan Tannehill did not have a lot of experience in college. That's the other thing that worries me. Again, one of you guys brought this up. What about Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow doesn't have a lot of experience in college. And what happens is you go from being a 1 year or 2 year college quarterback into the NFL, all of a sudden, the game is too fast for you. And the other thing is, I want college quarterbacks who can take a snap under center. You know what I'm saying? I want a college quarterback who takes a snap under center. But Ryan Tannehill came into this league. He was instantly handed the starting quarterback position with the Dolphins and struggled hard for about 5 years. For about 5 years, the man struggled hard. He had concrete feet. He stared down his receivers. He had a horrible deep pass for about 4 years, 4 or 5 years. He had a horrible deep pass, and all of a sudden now it's better. He had all of these things that were wrong with him. And now all of a sudden he's on a team that Derrick Henry is his workload. If the Tennessee Titans didn't have Derrick Henry, I don't think Tannehill would be as successful as he is now. And I will stick with that. But again, me talking like this makes it sound like I don't like Ryan Tannehill and I'm a Ryan Tannehill hater. Not true. Go back, watch all of my past videos where I talked about Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill's a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. We've seen it firsthand against the Titans. We've seen it firsthand against the Texans. We've seen it firsthand against the Chargers, the 49ers. We've seen his good games. He's had at least 4 or 5 good games with us, great games with us. And he's doing with the Titans because, guys, yes, he's having these great games, but he also had a game against the Panthers where he sucked, all of this stuff. So I like Ryan Tannehill. I think Ryan Tannehill is a good quarterback. But is he an elite quarterback? No. He's extremely successful because of the system he's in right now. Is he a horrible quarterback? No. Zachary, what do you strongly disagree with? What I said a lot. I apologize. Led us to the playoffs before he got hurt. 100%, Zachary. Because he had that running game. He had the defense. 100%. Again, I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, Zachary. Not saying he's a bad quarterback. But if we look at the 2016 season, he was successful in spite of things. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree. He did good things with us, but Gase's playbook sucked. Yeah, it did. It did. Gase is a head case. But in 2016, he had like 3 games where he had a QBR over 100. He had a very good year. Don't get me wrong. Having a coach that actually runs the ball helps. Yes. And that's why he was successful in 2016. Because then it's not all on him. Do you want Tua if he enters the draft? Not with our first pick. 100%. Running the ball helps all quarterbacks. But an elite quarterback will win in spite of that. Because look at Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was winning games without a running game. Aaron Rodgers was winning games with receivers dropping balls, with receivers struggling. You know what I'm saying? Gase has Bell now and still can't getting Sam Darnold killed. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. If Ryan Tannehill did not have Derrick Henry, I think his season would be completely different. You know what I'm saying? I put Tannehill in the Joe Flacco category. I would say Tannehill is better than Joe Flacco, Roy. I think because Tannehill has his mobility. It puts him a little bit above Joe Flacco, in my opinion, Roy, because of his mobility and his ability to run. It puts him a little bit above Joe Flacco. From what we all have seen, Tannehill's best years come when he has a solid running game. Yep, 100%. Aaron Jones is killing it with the Packers this year. This year, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago where the Packers had no run game. They took a wide receiver and had to put him at running back, and the Packers still won. Aaron Rodgers was still successful. That's what an elite quarterback can do. Yeah, I think that's when they took Ty Montgomery and put him at running back. Articles check out. You don't fool around. You grab him with our first pick if we have to. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It still worries me, though. His injuries still worry me. I put Tanny in with Fiedler. Yeah, I'd say that. A lot of people hate Jay Fiedler. A lot of Dolphin fans hate Jay Fiedler. He was the last quarterback to win us a playoff game. Next year, I think we have a bounce back season. I do too. Last game for Manning in New York, he might go out with a bang. It's a possibility. That is a possibility. They're on the road for the last 2 weeks, Roadrunner. Not a few years ago, Flacco was better. Win a Super Bowl. Don't forget. What year did the Ravens win that Super Bowl? Help me out, fellas. What year did the Ravens win the Super Bowl? Steve Fielder was the man in NFL streets. He was, Zachary. He really was. I remember that. As the Titans about Henry, yes, he is helping, but Tannehill is also helping Henry. Henry with Marcus Mariota, 11,000 yards, pace over 16 games. 2012. Thank you, guys. Was it 2012? That's the other thing I want to talk about real quick before I look up Joe Flacco's. Yeah. Okay. So if you look at the season Joe Flacco had, he threw a lot of interceptions. 22 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He had an 87.7 passer rating. He had that defense won Joe Flacco that Super Bowl. 100% won him that Super Bowl. Now, don't get me wrong. In the playoffs, the man threw 11 touchdowns, no interceptions. But if we go back and look at that Baltimore Ravens defense from 2012, that's who won him that Super Bowl. This is the other thing I want to talk about because LGRW with Tannehill 1,900-yard pace. LGRW is a Titans fan, so I can get a Titans fan opinion on this. And he brings up, about Henry. Yes, he is helping, but Tanny is also helping Henry. Henry with Marcus Mariota, what is 1,100-yard pace over 16 games. Didn't they have another running back, LGR? Derrick Henry wasn't the workload the year that Marcus Mariota was, I think last year or the year before, if I'm correct. I don't think Derrick Henry started getting much of the workload because the only reason I know that is I had him in fantasy. And I never knew when to put him in because Deion Lewis was getting a lot of the carries too. DeMarco Murray, thank you. Yeah, there was somebody else getting more of the carries, and Dolphins right. So Derrick Henry is now the workhorse for the Titans, and that's why he's on pace for 1,900 yards, like you're saying, when he had only 1,100 Marcus Mariota. The other thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to stop talking about this because, again, I'm coming off like I hate Ryan Tannehill. I don't hate Ryan Tannehill. I like Ryan Tannehill as quarterback. But Marcus Mariota took the Titans to the playoffs, right? Marcus Mariota threw that block where he threw his body into it. Marcus Mariota was the guy when he took the Titans to the playoffs. All of a sudden people were like, look at Marcus Mariota go, look at Marcus Mariota do his thing. Fast forward to now. Everyone wants Marcus Mariota out of the Titans. Everyone thinks that Marcus Mariota sucks. Do you see how quickly things can change? Do you see how quickly all of a sudden Deion Lewis sucks? Yeah, but when you guys had DeMarco Murray, I'm gonna have to look this up. What year? Let me look this up. Let me look up Derrick Henry. Eli all day shake money. Eli will win to mess up Giants draft stock. It will be a going away present. That's hilarious, shake money. Absolutely hilarious. I think it was 2017 that you're talking about. No. This must have been 2018. Yeah, 2018. He barely had any carries, LGR. He had 8 carries, 9 carries, 6 carries, 7 carries, 8 carries. He wasn't the workload in 2018 last year. Because he had 10,159 yards. He wasn't the workload guy. He was barely getting carries in some games. It wasn't until like the end of the year he started getting the workload and started rushing for, over those yards. I don't like Tannehill. I like Tannehill. I always liked Tannehill. But he needed a change of team. He was never used as a workhorse until now. Yeah. Derrick Henry is now being the main running back. We'll see how Tannehill does. If Tannehill Thank you, Daniel. If Tannehill can win these last 3 games and win the division, get in the playoffs, more power to him. More power to the man, because he's doing his thing. But you also have to look at this, guys. Look at this season, right? He played he went in for what, half the Denver game, so I'm not going to talk about Denver. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Played 7 games this season, right? He had about 3 games where he didn't throw for over 200 yards, but he had multiple touchdowns. Like against the Tampa Bay Bucks, he had 193 passing yards, but 3 touchdowns. That has a lot to do with the defense giving him a short field. We had Lewis, but I'm talking about this year, bro. I'm talking about the 6 games Mariota played this year. Oh, my apologies. Let me look that up. So this year, Derrick Henry really didn't start rushing for over 100 yards until the last 4 games. So even for the first 4 games with Tannehill, he was still 67. Like, he wasn't doing much. He had 100 rushing yard against the Atlanta Falcons, but he wasn't doing much. Then all of a sudden, he's doing more. 1,000-yard pace over 6 games this year with Mariota. I got you. I hope Parker's playing tomorrow. I'm going to change subject because this is about Dolphins Giants. What's next to your light in the box? What are you talking about? This light? Are you talking about the calendar? Your kick-ass calendar, which should be over here. There we go. Murray was a beast. Yeah, 100%. But here's the thing, though. Marcus doesn't suck. He could have stayed healthy. He'd be solid, and it kind of like the Lamar situation. Yeah, 100%, yo boy Greg, 100%. I know this is off topic. Does anyone else feel like Mika didn't want to be in Miami from the get-go? Burns me out that there are players who outright refuse to come to Miami. Now, he wanted to be here. When we were winning, he was happy. There's some players that just don't like. I know you're not talking about last year, LGR. I pulled up this year's stats. I know, I get what you're saying. No, there's some players in the NFL that don't like to lose. And if they're losing, they want to go. And it is what it is. Tell me Devontae Parker's playing, please. We don't know yet. He's still in concussion protocol. I thought we'd find out by now, but we don't know anything yet. Chase Young saying he will most likely stay another year in the college. Yeah, I talked about at the beginning of the video that Chase Young said that he might stay. Drop in to say hi and love the channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. BSOHN02. Thank you. I'm about to get out of here, fellas. I wanted to hang out for about an hour, talk about things. Yeah, the light, or is it a pick? Oh, you're talking about this thing? This is a panoramic shot of the Miami Miracle. I want to get it framed, and I'm going to hang it up somewhere. That's what that is. I don't know if I can show it to you without messing things up that I got over here. Talk about this, right? I bought this a while back. This is the panoramic shot of the Miami Miracle. Look how huge this thing is. I'm going to frame this, and I'm going to hang it up somewhere. And the reason you know it's the panoramic shot of the Miami Miracle, because if you look, oh, the light's reflecting. You can't really see it, but right here, Gronkowski's on the ground, right there, and Kenyon Drake's right there. So yeah, I gotta get this. I'm gonna get this framed, and then I'm gonna hang this up somewhere. So I'm assuming this is what you're talking about, Roadrunner. This thing, which yes, it was awesome. Look at Derrick Henry game log, bro. LGR, I did. I talked about it. I said you were right, LGR. I said that with Marcus Mariota, he had 100-yard rushing game, and then he didn't start breaking over 150 yards until the last 4 weeks. I did. But I'm changing the subject now because I'm about to get off in a little bit. Thanks for the excellent content as always, dogs. No problem, Gretel. But I will, LGR, the one thing I will say is Ryan Tannehill is playing better. Ryan Tannehill is playing well. I have no hate for Ryan Tannehill, but his success has a lot to do with Derrick Henry. It does. Because now that Derrick Henry is starting to play lights out, now that Derrick Henry is starting to do his thing, the defense needs to be more understanding and be more respectful of Derrick Henry. But again, Ryan Tannehill still making those throws and Ryan Tannehill still doing his thing. That's all, that's it. Bye, dog. Have a good day, man. All right, Daniel. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I got a bunch of things to do today. Just wanted to come live, talk to you guys, see how you guys are feeling, all that stuff. I'm going to the game tomorrow. So you're going to get some live feed from me and my dad heading to the game, tailgating. I'm not going to live stream while I'm in the stadium. I kind of want to just be in the game, be in the moment. I like that. Like when I go to concerts and stuff, I don't film it on my phone. I'll take a few pictures and stuff, but I like to be in the moment. So I'm not going to live stream while I'm watching the game, but I'll live stream going there and then I'll live stream coming home. I'll also do my post game video and all that stuff. But other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow live from the game. So be super cool. See you guys later. Like usual, stay classy. Fins up.